Hi, it's Dr. Philip Snell from FixYourOwnBack.com once again. Today I'm coming in because several of the patients in the clinic have been talking about ab exercises recently. Several have been looking for more advanced versions over what we've done so far on the McGill abdominal curl. As fate would have it, just today in the New York Times Sunday edition and in New York Times Online, Dr. McGill was interviewed in regards to his so-called Big 3 stabilization exercises that you've seen here at FixYourOwnBack.com. And he also advanced one of the abdominal exercises to something called stirring the pot. If you look down below, you'll see a link to that particular article. And here on the video, I thought I would take that stirring the pot exercise for the abdominal region out to demonstrate it and take it out to a little bit more of an advanced version as well.
Notice as we begin that the gym ball is directly underneath the shoulders, the elbows should be directly beneath the shoulders, and the shoulder should be drawn backwards and down, avoiding shrugging. Go in both directions and try to keep a wide grip with your feet to start with to improve your balance. Notice from the side you can see that attention is maintained to keeping your pelvis level. Don't let it rotate as the ball is moving. Keeping the shoulders locked back and down is very important here to avoid shoulder issues. And again, take a note of the wide stance with the feet to start with. To make it more difficult, close your stance a bit. You can do the stirring the pot there in that position, or you can also do a standard plank with the addition of single leg extensions without stirring the pot. Or, to make it more difficult, try to stir the pot on one leg.
And as you can see, those advanced versions of the stirring the pot exercise are pretty difficult indeed. You may have seen me struggling with that as well. Briefly, make sure on a couple of things. Some of you folks with shoulder issues are really going to need to make sure that you dial in those shoulders, pull them together and down to hold them back in close to your back so that you don't wind up with problems with your shoulders on that exercise. You definitely do not want to have your shoulders shrugged while you're doing it. You want to try to pull them back and down while you're doing that motion. The muscles we're activating here, of course, we've got the rectus abdominis, but the internal and external obliques, and also we're getting input from the serratus anterior, plugging the shoulder girdle into the core as well, and also with the lats back here doing the same thing, plugging the shoulder girdle down into the core, making it very strong. Who's that useful for? If you're an athlete, anyone who swings anything. If you're a golfer, that motion's going to be useful. If you're a baseball player, that motion's going to be useful. If you're a tennis player, that motion's going to be useful. If you have any kind of a throwing sport, that will also be quite useful. And in general, in this time of year, beautiful here in Portland, Oregon, if you're out doing yard work and you're raking or doing any kind of work out in the garden, you'll find this useful as well. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for dropping by. It's Dr. Philip Snell for FixYourOwnBack.com.